Hi, people of the Philippines and people of the world. Hit the button below. And you will be subscribing to the Boy Abunda Talk channel on YouTube. Let's keep talking. Guys, ako si Tito Boy Abunda. We will be doing virtual workshop that will cover public speaking, a little bit of hosting, a little bit of interviews, which means that we will get some techniques on how it is to do interviews and how it is to be interviewed. May mga technical differences ito. Minsan an interview can be a conversation, an interview can be a discussion. That when you talk about interviews, you're talking about a certain kind of interaction where they talk about certain things, that are being talked about outside or about the person or about things that the interviewer is interested. In the context of television, a host is someone who presents a show. You use the word presenter. Ang public speaking is simple lang. You speak before a public. In the olden days, it was called oratory, okay? It was considered the highest form of art. And oratory then, and even now, it is usually most effective when it is delivered with passion. Yun yung simula ng lahat ng pinag-uusapan natin, interviewing, hosting, public speaking. It came from that thing. I want to start with an exercise. Sa public speaking, sa talk business, we do breathing exercises. It relaxes not just the body, but it relaxes the spirit and the mind. So maraming klase. Una dito yung madalas ginagamit na 4-7-8. Breathe in at a count of 4, hold it for 7, release it at 8. The other way of doing breathing exercises is the 1-8-1. It's done with 1, you breathe in 1, hold it there for 8, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, release it at 1. The last way to do breathing in public speaking is the 1-1. Now, why is this important in interviews, in public speaking, lalo na pagtatayo kayo in front of a public? It is important because may tinatawag kami na power declaration. Now, when you do the breathing exercise, lalo na yung 4-7-8, you breathe in, go to that happy memory. You're remembering that at the count of 4. You remember what happened in 7. Wow, ngumiti sila, nagpalakpakan. You release it with how you felt. I was very happy. Okay. Now, if you translate that into a technique in public speaking, ang sinasabi lang namin, alalahanin mo yung good memory, breathe in, remember it, and then when you release it, you smile. Depending on what memory is that, will decide and define kung anong mukha mo. The point that I'm trying to make is, there is a physical and mental, spiritual, emotional preparation when you do interviews, when you do public speaking. It's a common experience when you say, ninenervyos ako, I don't know what's going to happen. Your memory dictates your mood. Our brain believes what we say. Kung ang naalala mo ay isang karanasan na napahiya ka, you're gonna mess up. That's the reason why I'm asking you to go to that happy memory. So you're off stage, you're about to do a hosting job. You do your exercise, you do your breathing exercise. You remember, and then your declaration of intent is, in the public speaking context, I'm going to make them applaud. That's the declaration of intent. That's the power declaration. Hindi na yung, ala, baka tanungin ako kung magsyota kami. Ala, you don't listen anymore. In the context of interviewing, hosting, and public speaking, tell me, pag nakakapanood ka sa telebisyon, or live sa plaza, or live somewhere, ano ang nagustuhan mo?
Siguro ako, Tito Boy, nung sa probinsya namin, sa fiesta, may nag-hosting po. na mga komedyante. Yun po yung nagustuhan ko kasi lagi po sila nagpapatawa sa mga tao. Yung parang na-entertain po talaga nila yung lahat ng mga tao. Tawa sila ng tao. Pati ako natatawa.
Siguro yung mga, yung PBB days po namin, yung sa mga kabatch ko po, ganyan.
Sino? Be more specific.
Si Karina po, si Karina.
Okay, and Karina was being interviewed.
Yes
Okay.
po, kayo po dito po yung nag-interview sa kanya, no?
Nagustuhan mo ba yung aming pag-uusap at bakit?
Dumami lang po, alam ko tungkol sa kanya, no? In-interview niyo po siya.
First thing ko talaga naalala is yung first interview ko na ikaw yung nag-interview sa akin.
Parang interview siya, but it was like an inspirational thing. It was kind of telling him how he started and like don't give up, mga ganun.
Sa akin po, Tito Boy, naalala ko po yung kay Direk Cathy. Issue about sa pagde-direct niya, parang may napagalitan ata siyang talent. Nakikita ko po yung pagka-vulnerable ni Direk Cathy.
Pero habang pinakikinggan ko kayo, like CJ was saying, nag-enjoy ako sa Kalumpit, Bulacan pag na-entertain ako. Okay? So, it should entertain. So, hosting, public speaking, and interviewing, kailangan makahata ka ng ganung emosyon. Sabi ni Kaori, she liked the interview of Karina and Tito Boy because I got to know Karina better. So, an interview or public speaking material must at a certain point inform. So, galing entertaining, it should be informative. Viv, you talked about your first experience on an interview set with me, and you said what was most memorable was the experience, because that experience is transferred to an audience. Rhys was talking about somebody on YouTube, somebody interviewing, but you used the word inspiring. Jeremiah talked about, I didn't know that Direct Cathy was vulnerable. So it's discovery. So using your words, if you ask me what is the goal of this exercise, kayo ang nagsabi. Yun yun. Let's discover your power to tell your story. I now bring you guys into what I call the no judgment declaration. It says, I have no right to judge anyone, especially myself. I am free to make mistakes. The next line is, I am free to learn. I am free to be the best. Guys, can you carry this every day? If you can apply this to life, you will be the best artists. You have no right to judge anyone. Can you imagine a world where each one has no right to judge anybody, but free to learn, free to be the best, and free to commit mistakes? I will be asking you in some of the exercises to make comments. What is the difference between judging and critiquing? Judging has the intent to hurt. Judging has the intent to embarrass, to disparage. Critiquing has the intention to learn. So when you critique, you're actually trying to tell yourself, that's how I should do it. You get me? Our first exercise is this. It's called Got to Talk. GUT dash number 2 dash talk. So talking from the gut. Who wants to do it first? Anthony. Okay. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Anthony, go.
Ako po si Anthony Jennings, taga-Kainta po ako ngayon. Kung makikita nyo, maputi ako dahil meron akong lahing British. At lumaki din ako sa probinsya namin kung saan natuto ako mangisda, umani ng palay, at saka marami doon ko rin natutunan i-value yung mga simpleng buhay lang. Like mga nakatira lang sa kubo, pero masaya sila. Doon talaga yung sobrang peaceful na buhay. Kasi yun yung probinsya na parang kulay green lang. Wala masyadong tao. Parang naniniwala yung mga tao sa aswang.
Nanonotice nyo, lumalabas yung gut pag nagtatagal. In the beginning kasi, ang storytelling ay, you try to be as logical as possible. My name is blah, 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 blah. Don't be afraid to go into that gut. That's a lovely space. Diba? Hindi choreographed space. Our next session is not going to be easy because I'll be very honest. I'm going to make you do extemporaneous speeches. I'm going to make you do stuff because we have very short time. Usually my classes are 14 to 16 sessions. We're doing this in 2 sessions. But we'll try to learn as much as we can. Hi, people of the Philippines and people of the world. hit the button below. And you will be subscribing to the Boy Abunda Talk channel on YouTube. Let's keep talking.